little wee house. Thumpity thumpity. It's our pond. The gate's quite narrow to get in though. I have to be very careful.
Sorry guys.
Alright, I'm gonna stop videoing and we'll get them off. Maisie and Jerry have just arrived, but we can't video them because we are running to do up the float so we can go. Do we have a food shovel? Should we pick up? Okay. That's a good way to do this up. Who have we got? Oh, Maisie.
Yeah, here she comes.
Oh, Maisie. Oh, Maisie, it's not Ronnie yet. It's just the minis. Oh, no.
What?
She's just following us.
You're pooing, Ronnie. We're on our way to the new house?
All by yourself.
Good boy.
Should I pick it up?
Good boy.
Should I scoop it out?
So the sun is setting and we are still moving ponies. Have Ronnie in the back on his own at the moment. So just keeping our eyes on the road.
We were meant to move all of the ponies today, but time just went away with us, so it's already sunsetting and we can't drive in the dark. So we've just got Ronnie on the
Well,
float
we can't
now.
drive in the dark because all I've been doing, but I've probably driven 12, maybe 15 trips. By the time you count there and back, it takes about 45 minutes one way. And I'm losing concentration with my driving, so that's
Yeah.
why I'm not driving in the dark.
Yeah. So it's also not been the best weather for travelling. It has been so windy. The float, Mum's been doing so well driving the float. It's been like wavering and stuff. And because the house is on a hill,
It's gale force winds
Like-
is what we've been in.
so bad. And when we got to the house, we took Maisie and Jerry first, and Maisie was scaring me. She was like so upright. I thought she was going to take off. Forgot to shut the gate to the driveway, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's going to run out of the gate onto the road, but she didn't. We got them in the paddock, and I thought they'd just be fine and just eat the grass, but they were so alert and like they didn't actually run. But Maisie found the puddle, the only puddle on the paddock, and was pouring in it. And so we left them, came back with the minis, and we were trying to get them these covers on in the wind, and the covers were parachuting everywhere because it was so windy. And then we finally got the minis in the paddock, and they were just like running around and going crazy.
And then Maisie was being crazy Maisie and
Crazy
bucking.
Maisie. She was, yeah, bucking and oh my goodness. So and on our way back to get Ronnie, the road was closed because power lines had come down, and so we got detoured because of the wind, and we got detoured onto this tiny little narrow road.
There is two ways, but only wide
ways.
enough for barely one car.
Yeah, and because all of the traffic was being detoured, everyone was behind us and no one could go past us, and we were going like, we weren't going too slow, but still like enough. But yeah, so we finally got home and had to sort the ponies out, the feeds, because some horses are staying at the old house and some are staying at the new house, so we had to divide all the feeds up, so that's all the feeds and stuff. So now we've got Ronnie. Hopefully we'll get home before it gets dark. I think we'll make it in time. But because Maisie's so obsessed with Ronnie, it's going to be a challenge getting him in the paddock with her. So hopefully,
gale force winds.
exactly. Hopefully the wind's died down. It's meant to die down a little bit on the weather. But the next time you'll see us, Ronnie will hopefully be in the paddock, and we'll show you them all settled. Hopefully. So yeah, see you then.
You can see Ronnie and his little herd. Looks quite sheltered for them there, which is good because it's so windy. And then we come over here and you can see Maisie and Jerry. And that's where Jerry likes to spend most of his day. He doesn't leave the gate. He may go down a little bit, but not really much. And he just stands there because he's a doofus. But not really, I guess, because Maisie is in love with... Where are we? You can't kind of see them, can you? There's a chestnut there. And that's who she's in love with. Although at the moment she's standing there waiting for breakfast, which I should go and do now. This is the view from the lounge. We've just discovered that we can shut a gate that goes across the end. So the donkeys are in the shelter bit that comes out from the stables, from our little stable block.
Charlie's looking straight at us.
Charlie's looking at us. They were very scared to go in there. They weren't getting any shelter and we've got wind and rain. So we herded them in. Sorry guys, this is through a window. I just don't want to disturb them. They haven't gone inside the stable yet, but both the double stable is open and there is hay in there. But there's hay underneath here which they've been eating. But now they're just standing with their bums up and just wondering what's going on.
They keep going round and round. It's like the old-fashioned clock. I can't think what it was called. Sharon from Bunter's Living Abroad, you'll know what I mean, used to have those clocks that when the clock striked the hour, they'd have things. We had a little man and woman that would come out, but sometimes they had them that chased each other round and round, going in and outdoors. That's what the wonky donkeys are making me think of. That's so funny. They're very happy in there. They just keep going in and out. I could see them rearing up a bit and they're playing, so happy. I think Charlie spots me in the house. Here we go. It's like one goes in, the other goes, you can't come in that door.
A little bit of stuff left in the float. And this is our barn, which has got lots of sorting out to do. Yep. Doesn't look like our last barn, does it, guys? No fairy lights, although there they are. Yep, this isn't even set up. We just come in and quickly do the feeds because we've been so busy. I got those hooked up because they were very important. But yeah. Yeah, bit of work to be done in here. Got an old tub though to put water in our feeds. Yeah. That thing there. This great big tarp here is magical, but we'll tell you about that soon. I just thought I'd show you the barn. Hi, Mika.
Yes.
There's a loft, but it's rotten up there, so we're not using that. But
Is it rotten?
yeah, the floor's rotten. But yes, so next time you see this barn, it will be looking amazing.
Oh, different.
And out the kitchen windows. Wonky donkeys, quite happy after their night in the stable, protected from this crazy wind. Out here, oh, the mat's wet and I keep standing on it. Maisie and Jerry. All the other herd just there. Not impressed with this wind. Neither am I. Good Charlie watching. A close up of that. He's smiling. Nasty.
So this is what we think is Jerry's reaction. It's all right, Bubba. Jerry's reaction to midgies from our wonderful lake, Sharon, from Punters Living Abroad. Scenic lake? I don't think so. Pond with horrible midgies. Darling boy.
He's got some on his legs as well. Alright. All red and raw. One in there. Ooh. It's so bright red. That's right. In there. Go. Here's some, it's got hay all over him. Here's little bumps on his body. But they're not raw on his body.
Any sores on his body, is there?
No. He's got a bad one in there. You can't see because it's covered in hair.
So we're gonna put him in the paddock with Ronnie. Put him in the paddock with Ronnie in there and Maisie. You're showing Maisie behind there being a good girl.
Head banging.
Cross drawing. But this is the first time they've been brought in, so they're really calm. Been giving them SOS, Alleviate C, which is good for changing, good for changing grass and new properties, and that helped them calm down heaps. So we're going to head off now. We've only got a rain sheet for Jerry and a winter cover, and it's too hot for him because he was sweating. So he said, Butte, we've got to go and get antihistamines and a cover for him that's lighter. And he's going to have to wear Ronnie's mask. All right, buddy. All right, that'll do. That'll do. Has he got any under here? Oh, Jerry.
Oh, yeah? Oh. You can see his eyes, even though he's smiling, he's actually enjoying the coldness on it. You can tell his eyes are relaxing with it.
I know, baby. I know.
Good boy. And this only just flared up in the last couple of days.
Yes. Literally 2 days. I know, baby. I know, baby.
You know.
Good boy.
You don't have any.
Good boy.
She has a bit bumpy on her nose. Good boy, Jer.
What a good pony.
He's a yes. It kind of looks like his eyes are relaxing even with the cream as well. I don't think it works instant like that.
Knows that it's doing good. So now we've just got Maisie and Jerry on the driveway, which means they can then come into this area, but that way he's out of the mud and he's away from the midgies with the pond down there. We can go out shopping and get him a cover. He looks so much better already, but he must be much more comfortable as well. So funny, Maisie hanging around. She came and looked up the ramp to the lounge. Okay, so he's been scrubbed. We've gone out and bought him weather beater, fly sheet, because he's too hot in his rain sheet, so at least this way he's going to be covered. He's got Ronnie's mask on. We'll get you a new one, but that's a good fit. Looks good, yeah, lad. But I think that's going to keep you covered from midgies. Hey, darling. Good boy. Good boy. Found my little cozy warm place, sitting right here and looking out the beautiful view. And Mr. Ronnie Pants, Ronnie, who's grazing the driveway. And I think Mama is just there as well. And then we've got the other herd in that paddock, and Maisie and Jerry down there.
Just great. Just love it. Love it when there's no wind and it just looks so beautiful like this. It's magical. Right guys, well that's the end of our video. It's a little bit disjointed kind of. Hope you guys understand, and it's been a couple of weeks since I've posted, but it was a difficult move, to say the least. It was an exciting move, but with one thing or another, and poor old Jerry, which we now think is ticks. We've found some ticks on Maisie and a couple on Jerry, and I'm thinking that that's what he's reacting to. So next week we're going to go and get a couple of tick tags that we put on their covers. We'll get Maisie a summer cover and put them on their covers, and also a friend of mine told me about yellow sulfur powder. Apparently a teaspoon of that a day is also really good to build up in their system and help keep the ticks away because they don't like it. So yes, it's all go really, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you a little look about, you know, to see where we are now, and we're really happy, and the wind has settled down, and we're having some beautiful days with blue skies, which you can see. Don't know if it showed it that well out the window, but yeah, it's good to be back guys, and please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in our next video.